My friend, I have a crazy video for you today. Yes, again, I know I always say that, but this is going to be crazy, stupid crazy. You do not want to miss this one. This 10 global banks that join forces to create a stable coin. I'm going to show you the proof that this is the XRP ledger. This is technically a global stable coin. And this is the same global stable coin that I showed you if you watched my video a week ago, that literally the iOS CEO was talking about a global stable coin, a private company creating a global stable coin. They would create a coin that literally would be used as a medium of exchange, and it would be backed by global financial institutions. So this is 10 banks, 10 global banks creating a stable coin. I'm going to prove to you that this is XRP, the token, that this global stable coin is. They're not saying global stable coin in this announcement, but they're saying it's 10 global banks creating a stable coin, and these are G7. A G7 bank. So it's a G7 initiative. So you do not want to miss this one. I'm telling you, you're going to fall off your chair if you, when you watch this. I'm also going to show you how all of these 10 banks are connected to Ripple. You can't even imagine what I'm going to show you guys. Like, this is, again, I'm going to clear the FUD on, is this maybe using the XRP ledger, likely using the XRP? No, it's not only using the XRP ledger. This is literally backing the XRP token. So 10 global banks join forces to launch a G7-backed stable project. 10 of the world's biggest banks have joined forces to create a G7-backed stablecoin, a major milestone for blockchain in traditional financial blah, blah, blah. Now, we see the 10 banks here, right? Citi is one of that. Citi is the same bank that talked about the regulated Internet of Value, but they changed the name real quick because everybody knows Internet of Value is Ripple. So now they call it the Regulated Liability Network. This is the same bank. So they talk a bit about the details here. 10 major banks, like I said, have collaborated to create a G7-backed stablecoin. So a backed stablecoin, G7. So G7 means it's global. G7 is literally 7 biggest economies in the world coming together, pretty much, marking significant advancement for blockchain in traditional banking. The stablecoin will be one-to-one reserve backed. So it will be backed. Stablecoin is one-to-one, and remember, it's G7, so it's global. Keep that in mind. You got to read between the lines with these suckers. So one-to-one reserve backed by major G7 fiat currencies, facilitating, oh guys, don't miss this one. Like, listen, I'm going to make like maybe $50, $40 with this video. It's not about me. I just want you guys to have the information. You cannot imagine what you're going to miss if you miss this video. Please watch this video until the end, my friend. This is not a joke, because I've seen what people are putting out on Twitter and on YouTube about this, and they're all missing it. I love my XRP family. I've learned from everybody here, everything I've learned from the XRP community. But I'm telling you, most people are missing this. This is the global stable coin. This is XRP. I'm going to show, just don't miss it, guys. For goodness sakes, don't miss it. Don't miss this. Watch till the end. So again, facilitating secure and regulated transactions. So it's a global stablecoin, right? Because it's a reserve back. It's backed by G7 countries, and it's for regulated transactions on public blockchains. Wow, XRP just transactions, and the XRP ledger is a public blockchain. This initiative aims to bridge centralized banking and decentralized finance. And what is decentralized finance? The XRP ledger. It's a distributed, decentralized ledger, decentralized finance. So it's bridging banking and decentralized finance while ensuring compliance with financial laws and AML standards. The XRP ledger, like I told you, and RippleNet is anti-money laundering compliant, it's KYC compliant, and it has a global rulebook that all the banks agree to. So experts believe that this could modernize the global payment system, potentially reducing reliance on intermediaries like SWIFT. Wow, who's replacing SWIFT? Who has been saying for years now, we're replacing SWIFT? Who's replacing corresponding banking? It's Ripple. And by the way, SWIFT is going to use Ripple. I'm going to create another video. I'm going to show you how SWIFT is saying they're using a shared ledger. They're not building a new shared ledger. This shared ledger that SWIFT is going to use now, that they just announced a few days ago, everybody's panicking, thinking they're going to use consensus. It has nothing to do with XRP ledger. It's complete BS. I'm doing another video on that very soon. This is the XRP ledger. I'm going to prove to you 1,000,000,000% in that video that SWIFT is using the XRP ledger. There is no new blockchain. There is no new Internet of Value. There is no new shared ledger. It's the XRP ledger, my friends. It's the XRP ledger. This is all FUD. And I'm going to prove it to you. Not 100,000,000%, 1,000,000,000,000%. It's not a joke, guys. People have to stop being deceived. It's time to stop being deceived and read between the lines here. So experts believe this could modernize the global payment system, again, reducing reliance on intermediaries like SWIFT. Ripple replaces SWIFT. This is Ripple, my friend. So same announcement here, 10 partner banks, same thing. So we've got Bank Santander, Bank of America, Barclays, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, MUFG Bank, TD Bank, and UBS. I'm telling you guys are not going to believe what I'm going to show you. So now we're going to look. I said, literally, I told the AI, I said, tell me a summary here. Tell me these 10 banks here. Tell me what relationship they have with Ripple, XRP Ledger, or whatever. So it gave me a whole detailed breakdown of every relationship. And I said, just give me the very simple breakdown. Give me a very short summary of the breakdown, please. So this is all the relationship that these 10 banks have with Ripple. It gets better. I'm going to show you in a minute a video that I did showing this global stablecoin initiative, specifically detailing XRP to the T and saying how global financial institutions would hold assets that would be backing this new global stablecoin that would be issued by this private company. And this global stablecoin would be used as a medium of exchange, and it would have a global footprint. And this private company that was issuing it would build liquidity with partners, and so it describes Ripple to the T, my friend, to the T. So I'm going to show you this in a minute, so do not miss this. I'm telling you, if you miss this, you're going to miss out so much. It's insane what you're going to miss out. This is not a joke what I'm about to show you guys. This is not a joke. This is for you. Like I said, I'm going to make $40, $50, $60 with this video. It's not for me that I'm asking you to watch it all. Like, it's for you, my friend. You do not want to miss this. So again, these 10 banks, what relationship do they have with Ripple? Banco Santander, deep RippleNet integration via OnePayFX, early XRP pilots, $4 million investment. Years ago, Bank Santander is a long-time partner with Ripple. I think going back 2017, 18, I think. Second one, Bank of America, RippleNet member since 2017. XRP settlement testing holds Ripple Ledger patent. Barclays, RippleNet remittance pilots. XRapid liquidity, co-invested in Senfren. BNP Senfren uses XRP Ledger, by the way. BNP uses Ripple custody. Medico, no direct XRP, focus on tokenization. Again, they're not seeing any direct XRP just because the AI doesn't know about it. Because how many NDAs did Ripple have? They have 1,700 NDAs. 1,700 NDAs that Ripple has. Citibank, RippleNet via Volante, no XRP mention, blockchain and RD with mixed signals. This light in my office keeps going out, so sorry about that. So, Deutsche Bank, RippleNet for wire transfers, XRP exploratory custody. Goldman Sachs, Ripple co-investor, tokenization pilots, no direct XRP use. Again, no public acknowledgement of XRP. 1,700 NDAs, my friend, that Ripple has with many numerous banks, fintechs, companies. So again, it's saying no XRP. They mean they're not aware. Of course, the AI is not aware because there's 1,700 NDAs. So Goldman Sachs, Ripple co-investor, MUFG, RippleNet MOU, XRP in Japan, Brazil corridor, tokenized real estate. The other one, TD Bank, nominal RippleNet listing, no XRP or major ties, what they're saying. Of course, they have ties. UBS, RippleNet since 2018. So this is the 10 banks that are announcing that they're going to use a stable coin. This is a global stablecoin, like I said, because this is a G7 stablecoin. G7, the G7 countries. The G7 countries are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, and the United States. These are G7. And I saw some other articles where they're trying to say this is going to be a European-based stablecoin. No, that's BS. Because there's articles coming out saying it's a European or Euro-based stablecoin. Complete lie from the devil, of course. Because these are G7 countries. They're not going to use this is not a European stablecoin. These are G7 countries. This is a global stablecoin. So again, guys, they keep lying. They keep trying to confuse you. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. So we're going to watch a video that I created the other day about this new global stablecoin oh my goodness, guys, you can't even imagine what I'm going to show you. Some of you have seen it already, probably, but again, this is for everybody that hasn't seen it because 90% of people that are watching the video right now, statistics show that 90% of people who watch my YouTube videos have never watched my videos before. So it's very important that I show this. So bear with me, guys, and it's going to be really good for you to watch it again too if you've already watched it. So we're going to listen to a few clips here and then I'm going to let it run as well. So listen to this very carefully. This is my other video I did about this global stablecoin initiative. Oh my goodness, you can't even imagine, guys. This is the same global stablecoin. This is the global stablecoin that they're announcing. This is XRP, my friends. How about I show you the global stablecoin initiative from the IOSCO. That is, oh my goodness, that is the International Organization of Securities Commission. This is the same international body that technically the Securities Commission in the US is connected to. And they're literally talking about a global stablecoin describing XRP to the T and talking about how this global stablecoin would have a reserve fund, and these global financial institutions all over the world would hold assets that would back this global stablecoin. It would support this global stablecoin. And it describes XRP to the T, my friend, to the T. And it says that there would be this company that would be managing. This is probably going to be the most significant video. I think that one of the most significant videos I've done for the XRP community so far. I really think so, guys. So before we get started, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I appreciate all the love that you guys have been showing me. It really means the world to me. Thank you so much, guys. I read the comments, and thank you so much. So let's get into it, guys. So like I said, this is the board of the International Organization of Securities Commission. So this is the international body that's connected to all the different security commissions in different nations, in different countries. So the Security Exchange Commission that's suing suing Ripple in what I believe is a staged lawsuit. I believe it's a fake lawsuit. And so this same organization that is suing Ripple, technically connected to this international body, this international body is talking about a global stablecoin. So right there it is. So the International Organization of Securities Commission. So we're going to scroll down here. So this is the Global Stablecoin Initiatives. My goodness, guys. Wait till you watch this. Whew. Executive summary. Global stablecoin initiatives may, depending on their structure, present features that are typical of regulated securities or other regulated financial instruments of services. This paper identifies possible implications that global stablecoin proposals could have for securities market regulators. The content includes some background to the genesis and development of the paper, together with an overview of different stablecoin designs and a hypothetical case study. Wait till you see this hypothetical case study. My friends, do not miss this video. My goodness, do not miss this video. So right here, in big bold here, right here, hypothetical case study, section 3. The paper then explores how existing IOSCO principles and standards could apply to global stablecoin proposals like the hypothetical case study. So they're literally trying to figure out how they're going to set the regulations globally to literally accommodate this global stablecoin is really what they're doing here, to accommodate this hypothetical case study. It's what they're doing. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. This is crazy. And the IOSCO has carried out a separate preliminary analysis, termed ISO analysis, on the application of the CPMI IOSCO principles for financial market infrastructure, which is available at Annex 1. And I'm going to try to remember to show you also the document where it talks about the Regulated Liability Network, also being called the Unified Ledger, and the Regulated Internal Value. This organization is mentioned in the same page that they're working for the regulations for this new FMI. Oh my goodness. All right, the money shot, guys. One of many money shots in this video. My goodness. The hypothetical case study. A company, also known as company, capital C, company, and then they put comma and they put company with a capital C. A company has determined to design a platform using distributed ledger technology to issue a crypto asset, also known as coin, right here, coin, that is intended to act as a stablecoin. This stablecoin is intended to act as a means of exchange on the company's designed platform and accessible also by third parties. Let me read that again. I'm sorry, because it's very important. This stablecoin is intended to act, and remember, guys, this is about a global stablecoin. This is a global stablecoin initiative. This is not a local stablecoin. This coin is backed by global assets. Keep that in mind. Global stablecoin, not a regular stablecoin. All right? So let's read this again. This stablecoin is intended to act as a means of exchange on the company's designed platform. Kind of sounds like the XRP Ledger and RippleNet, doesn't it? As a means of exchange on the company's designed platform and accessible also by third party. The company and third-party participants in the platform intend to offer goods and services in exchange for coin. Company also anticipates that unaffiliated third-party developers will create use cases for the coin. Very interesting. Identical to XRP, my friend. This is XRP. This is Ripple. Ripple the company, XRP the coin. Don't get it mixed. Don't get it mixed, my friend. This is nothing else except but XRP and Ripple. Company Ripple has stated that coin will be backed by assets that are held in accounts at a number of global financial institutions, collectively the reserve fund. So this is crucial, guys. This is very crucial. So the coin is being backed by assets that are held in accounts at a number of global financial institutions. And collectively, this is what the reserve fund is. So collectively, all those accounts that hold assets that are backing this stable coin, this is called the reserve fund because it says collectively known as the reserve fund. So all of different accounts, number of global financial institutions. Sorry, let me rewind and just read it again. Company has stated that coin will be backed by assets that are held in account at a number of global financial institutions, collectively known as the reserve fund, that is managed by the company pursuant to policies set by its governance board, and that coin's market value will be maintained in line with the value of the assets held in the reserve fund. Keep this in mind. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. This is what we've been saying. All the money. It's going to be, oh my goodness, this is crazy. So it says clearly here, the coin's market value, the value of the token, market value will be maintained in line with the value of the assets held in the reserve fund. So all of the XRPs, the value is equal to all of the assets that are held globally, backing the token, held collectively in the reserve fund. Like I said, different accounts globally, collectively together, represents the reserve fund. Oh my goodness, guys. Wait till what I show you in this video. Whew. Under company's proposed ecosystem, the company will operate a permissioned blockchain that will use a consensus mechanism for keeping a record of transactional and ownership information of the coin. This would be RippleNet, because if it's permission, so this would be RippleNet itself. Company has stated that the reserve fund will be managed with the goal of value preservation and liquidity. Isn't that interesting? Oh my goodness. The company has stated that the reserve fund will be managed with the goal of value preservation. Okay, it's all about keeping value for this token. It's preserving its value and liquidity. What is Ripple? It's on-demand liquidity. That's their main product. It's all about fixing the global liquidity crisis because the central bankers are losing control. It's been planned for over 30 years. Okay, what's happening right now, what's being built by Ripple is exactly to the T what the Rising Phoenix article in The Economist magazine projected in 1988, my friends. It's when you read the article in The Economist magazine, it describes exactly what Ripple is doing. And that article talked about how this new global currency that would be responsible for trade and helping the FX market and provide global liquidity for the world would be best to be managed by the IMF. This is what the article basically described in 1988. And this is the year before David Schwartz, the chief cryptographer of Ripple, received what is technically the Bitcoin patent. If you Google search David Schwartz Bitcoin patent, you'll find a patent that he was awarded in 1989 when he worked for the most powerful three-letter agency in the world. And it's a patent on distributed computer systems. It's literally the Bitcoin patent. You can read it yourself. This is 1989. So you can, the Nakamoto story, complete BS. Oh my goodness. You just can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. The reserve fund will be composed of low volatility currencies, bank deposits, and sovereign debt instruments. Sovereign debt, my friends, do you know how many trillions the sovereign debt market is? Sovereign debt? Just sovereign debt? Oh my goodness. Company expects that the financial instruments held in the reserve fund will be stable and liquid, and the value of which will be reflected in the total value of the outstanding number of coins through the authorized participant mechanism. Let me repeat that. Reserve fund will be stable and liquid. And the value of all these tokens, of which will be reflected in the value of all the financial instruments that are held in the reserve fund will be stable and liquid, and the value of which will be reflected in the total value of the outstanding number of coins through the authorized participant mechanisms, which is what I explained a few minutes ago. So all of the financial instruments and the assets that are backing this token, the value of all of them will be equal to the total value of the outstanding number of coins. The company, so they say company instead of saying the company, right? Because it's so obvious when you say the company, right? Ripple, obviously, right? So company expects that there will be a number of other participants who will play a role in the ecosystem and the coin. These include intermediaries such as market makers, liquidity providers, and other authorized participants, also known as authorized participants with a capital A, capital P, who will play a central role in creating and redeeming. So they're not creating though. The tokens are already created. There's 100 billion XRP. They're already created. This is complete BS here. And redeeming the coin and making deposits to and receiving payments from the reserve fund. The role of these authorized participants would be for a stated purpose of maintaining the trading price of the coin at a value close to the value of the assets held in the reserve fund through the use of arbitrage. Let me repeat that. This is very, very important. The role of the other participants, authorized participants, would be for a stated purpose of maintaining the trading price of the coin at a value close to the value of the assets held in the reserve fund. And you go back up here, and it's earlier we read that it says the company has stated that the coin will be backed by assets that are held in accounts at a number of global financial institutions, collectively the reserve fund, that is managed by the company pursuant to the policy set by its governor board, so on and so forth. And the coin's market value will be maintained in line with the value of the assets, so that's all of the assets that are held in the reserve fund. Wait till I show you the David Schwartz stablecoin proposal. That's David Schwartz from Ripple. I'm going to show you where he proposed the stablecoins, and technically what he's describing is the global stablecoin. He's technically describing this paper here to the T. So we're going to jump here a bit. So right here, so authorized participants, right here. Crypto asset wallets will permit users to send and receive and store the coin. Coins will be transferred both through crypto asset trading platforms as well as in peer-to-peer transactions. Crypto asset trading platforms will purchase and sell the coin to and from authorized participants and end users in exchange for fiat currency or other cryptocurrencies or crypto assets, in most cases involving crypto asset trading platforms. The coin would be held in an omnibus wallet of the crypto asset trading platform with transfers between and among its customers recorded only on the books of the crypto asset trading platform. Such transfers of the coin would not be recorded on the company blockchain. Transfers through a crypto asset trading Transfers through a crypto asset trading platform will be reflected on the blockchain only if they are moved in or out of the crypto asset trading platform's omnibus wallet. Peer-to-peer transfers will be reflected on the company's blockchain. And again, it talks about global stablecoins can be designed, so on and so forth. So does this sound to you like a hypothetical scenario? They're literally telling you exactly what the company is going to do. It's going to have a reserve fund. The cryptos are going to be backed by everything. They will be traded. There'll be this. Does this really sound like a hypothetical? This is complete BS. This is not a hypothetical. Oh my goodness. And this is all about creating the global regulatory framework so that this global stablecoin can get adoption. This is literally what this document is about. But they have to say it's a hypothetical case study because they can't just say in the document, like, this is what we're doing. So they have to word it as if it's a hypothetical case study. But really what they're doing here, they're discussing the rise of XRP, the rise of Ripple as a new global reserve currency, the new global stablecoin. And this, my friend, was published in 2020, March 2020. You're talking 5 years ago. which is 9 months before the Ripple lawsuit happened. This is 9 months before the SEC sued Ripple. That's why I tell you, in my opinion, this lawsuit is complete theater. Absolute complete theater. Give them an Oscar award. Seriously, give them 10 Oscar awards. They deserve it. Give them the awards. And I just want to show you something again that I showed a few seconds ago, just so we go back to the original talk, because I've been reading it quite a while here. So a company has determined to design a platform using distributed ledger technology to issue a crypto asset, a coin, that is intended to act as a stablecoin. This stablecoin is intended to act as a means of exchange. As a means of exchange. It's a bridge asset. It's a bridge token. It's an exchange. It's a currency. Oh my goodness. If you can't see this as XRP, I'm sorry. I mean, I can't help you. Then it says the company and third-party participants in the platform intend to offer goods and services. So when you look at the lawsuit, the Ripple lawsuit, SEC, there was 1,400. I think David Short said they had 1,400 contracts under NDA. So Ripple had 1,400 contracts with participants, with corporations and companies and banks and whatever. 1,400 contracts that they had to bring utility and liquidity, utility and use cases for the XRP ledger and RippleNet, for example. These are the participants right there. Well, some of them. Now we'll go right here. Mr. Man, shout out to Mr. Man XRP. It says Jeremy Allaire confirms that global stablecoin regulations already exist and that they're based on the G20 recommendations. Based on the G20 roadmap and recommendations in a document put out by the World Bank, CBDCs for cross-border payments, November 2021, they recommend XRP and XLM as stablecoins. However, not in the traditional sense of a stablecoin. They provide stability in terms of parity against fiat currencies. They are not a traditional stablecoin. So here, shout out to Crypto Darren. Both XRP and XLM are categorized as stablecoin platforms in IMF, World Bank, and BIS documents. So tell me, right now, Ripple, XRP is not pegged to anything. It's not officially backed by anything. So why was the World Bank, and I wish I could find that document, but years ago, there's a document that came out, and it's a World Bank document, and it's showing that XRP was a supranational currency, and then we have other documents from the World Bank, IMF, and the BIS talking about XRP sometimes being like a stable coin. Why are they saying, what did they know 5 years ago that they're not telling us? Because they're already calling it a stable coin. It has been nothing but stable. XRP has not been stable the past 5 years. So again, if it's a stable coin, what is it backed by? What is it going to be backed by? Or what is it going to be pegged to? Because something that's stable has to be either backed by a certain asset or it has to be pegged to an asset. So what is it like? What did they know 5-7 years ago that they're not telling us, right? Because it's not, oh my goodness, guys. So right here, shout out to ISO 20022. Oh, that's a tough name, buddy. At Rohitiku246943. Sorry, buddy, your name is too long. Shout out to this guy right here. World Bank has recognized XRP as a stable coin designed specifically for facilitating cross-border payments, right? Oh my goodness, right here in the document, right here, talks about stablecoin for cross-border payment, 4 seconds, and handling 1,500 transactions every second. It can go much higher now. Stablecoin refers to a class of digital currencies that are of XRP, amount of XRP destroyed in the process. So stablecoin offers, talking about XRP for cross-border, and it's a stablecoin. Now, this document that I showed you right here that I read, the Global Stablecoin Initiatives, this is Global Stablecoin Initiatives, and then they give the hypothetical case study, right? This organization here, I'm going to show you, like I said, this is the Board of International Organization of Securities Commission. So look right here. So I asked Grok, what's the relationship with the SEC and the International Organization of Securities Commission? The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, is connected to the International Organization of Securities Commissions, the IOSCO. The SEC is an active member of IOSCO A global organization that brings together securities regulators to promote investor protection. When they say investor protection, it's complete BS. The regulations are not to protect us, it's to control us. Ensure fair and efficient markets, again, BS, and reduce systemic risk. The SEC participates in the IOSCO's initiatives, including standard setting, information sharing, and cooperation on cross-border regulatory issues. This connection helps align U.S. securities regulations with international standards and facilitates coordination on global financial market oversight. And this is the same organized, imagine the SEC suing Ripple, but then you've got the international organization for the US, for the SEC, literally putting out a blueprint on how Ripple can be the next global stablecoin. You just backed by assets globally. You just can't make this stuff up. Do you really think this lawsuit is a real lawsuit, or is there something behind this lawsuit that is a bit fishy? I'll let you decide. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Let me know in the comments there, and I'll tell my friend what you said. I'll pass him the message. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now let's watch a video here. This is the XRPL stablecoin proposal by David Schwartz. This was put out 5 years ago. So this is literally around the same time that the IOSCO published this document, which is about 9 months before the lawsuit. Technically what he's describing here is Ripple, the XRP, being a global stablecoin because it would be backed by numerous assets that would be issued on the XRP ledger. So listen to this, my friend, and you tell me if this is not the global stablecoin, technically, if this is not a global stablecoin. Exactly what the IOSCO has just literally put out in their hypothetical scenario. Oh my goodness, you just can't make this stuff up.
A lot of questions about the stablecoin proposal.
Friends, so I just wanted to show you that part of my video, my other video that ties everything. So remember, now they're talking about these 10 global financial institutions, right, that are building this stablecoin, this global stablecoin. And again, this document showed what? It showed, and these are G7 countries, right? G7, 10 banks, the biggest banks in the world, and literally, and now I'm showing you this global stablecoin that is specifically saying that it's going to be backed by global financial institutions, right? Big banks. This to me is the same thing. This announcement here, 10 global banks join forces to launch a G7 backed stablecoin, to me is the same thing. It's what I showed you just right here in the video. To me, that's XRP. Let's not get it twisted, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm going to show you another video about this. I'm going to create another video. It'll maybe be part 2. And I'm going to show you how all the documents coming from the BIS and all these central bank documents are coming and saying that the global stablecoin is being, so these documents are mentioning global stablecoin, unified ledger, shared ledger, regulated liability network in the same documents. So I'm going to do another video about that, and I'm going to show you again this global stablecoin being literally related to the unified ledger, shared ledger, regulated liability network. Then I'm going to show you another clip video where, again, I prove that unified ledger, shared ledger, regulated liability network, and the regulated internal value, it's all the XRP ledger. My friends, you do not want to miss the other video I'm going to publish about this. So my friend, I'm asking you for your help, guys. I don't think there's really anybody really putting this exact information out that I'm putting. I'm not want to sound weird or anything, but I really need your help to get this information out, guys. Please share it with everybody if you believe my content is helpful in really showing just how massive XRP is. Just please share it with everybody, guys. I need your help. I need to get the information out. Only you guys can do it. Share it with other influencers, plaster it on Twitter, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with everybody, especially influencers, guys, or content creators, XRP Army. Share with Brad Kime, share it with Digital Asset Investor, everybody, you know, Smoke Dog, Paul Barron, share with everybody, please, guys. I'm asking for your help, please. I don't think we have much time. We got to get the word out. Oh, before I forget, guys, I forgot to say this at the beginning. It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It's just for entertainment purposes only. Again, we'll shout out to Paul Barron. I just want to let you guys know I'll be on the Paul Barron network again. We're going to do a recording in 2 weeks from now, Paul Barron podcast, so keep an eye out for that. I am not going to hold back anything this time. Last time I was a bit nervous because of how many viewers he has. It's literally the biggest network in the world, but this time I'm not holding anything back. Director media manager has asked me to suggest some subjects that we could talk about. So I think I'm going to be able to literally suggest some subjects. I think he's going to ask me some questions on certain things that I'm suggesting, and I'm not planning to hold anything back. Like, if he asks me, if we talk about the things that I want to talk about too, it's going to be the craziest video. So yeah, I look forward to it. It's an honor to be in the Paul Barron network again. Like, just started my channel like 5.5 months ago. It's really an honor that they have me. Just amazing. So yeah, guys. So man, I'm really hoping to be on the show with Vandell and his brother. I really would love to finally meet Brad Kimes. Just I've been wanting to meet Brad Kimes forever. Man, if anybody knows him, please reach out to him. Tell him I would love to talk to him. Man, he had invited me on his show a while back. He did a call out to me, but I think he's been extremely busy, obviously. But I'm really hoping to be on his show sometime. Any of these content creators, I would love to on a show and talk with them and share my findings and discuss different things with them, especially Verson and Vandell, I think his brother's name. Sorry, I'm terrible with names, guys, so I do apologize. But yeah, any of these amazing content creators, I would love to talk with them and share my findings and discuss with them. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for the amazing comments you're leaving. Thank you. I love you guys so much. God bless you all abundantly, and I'll see you in the next one.